Hello everybody, Chimtot here with a special episode of a brand new series that I'm going to start here on my channel. Like many of you, I find myself looking through my Steam library thinking, oh my gosh, I picked up a lot of games on sale and in Humble Bundles or other bundles. So in this episode, in this series of episodes, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take a look at some of these games that I have never actually played, and I'm going to ask myself, why in the world do I own this game? The question that hopefully you're asking yourself is, why should I play this game, or why should I buy this game? And that hopefully is what has led you here to this channel to watch this video. So in today's video, the very first of this series, we will be looking at a game called Ultratron by Puppy Games. Puppy Games, they have done several games such as Revenge of the Titans and Droid Assault. They have a very specific art style, and if you take a look at what's on the screen there in front of you, you will see that this art style is very cool, very retro. So the game that we're going to play today, Ultratron, it's kind of an old school. What is the game that, it's kind of an old school asteroids type of a game. You control a little robot, you run around, you shoot, alien invaders. It has a couple of, I'm not going to say RPG elements because the game is really not an RPG and not in any way, shape, or form similar to an RPG. What it is, however, is, got some character building in it, or I guess character building is what we'll call it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump in here and we're going to play the first few minutes of the game. So you can see I've already started. We're basically running around, we're shooting down these aliens, collecting the little dots, the little currency that they drop, and at the end of the level it opens up this upgrades menu. Right now what we have available to us are shields, smart bombs, and droid power. As you can see, the shields and droid power both cost 1,000 dots and we only have 955. I don't particularly like smart bombs. However, no, I'm not going to buy one. I will go save up our currency for something else. So we'll go into level 2. So again, the art style is just absolutely beautiful. If you're into the retro pixel gaming type of a thing, which I very much am. The game that I've probably spent the most time playing on my mobile phone in the last year is called Defender of Texel, which also has this brilliant pixelized art style. So we'll continue to come around here, and you can see already, or at least I hope you can see already, now that we're in the second level, that it gets just a little bit busier. The enemies spawn just a little bit faster, and they're actually starting to come at me a little faster now. However, at this point, it's level 2 of the game. It's still very easy. So here we are at the end of level 2. We will pick up. I'm having a hard time deciding here. Shields are good because they keep you from taking extra damage, but I think I've decided on droid power and shields. So I will do a little more damage, and I will be able to take an extra hit. So at the top left, you see I just managed to shoot a spider robot thing. You didn't really get to see it because I killed it so fast. However, it allowed me to pick up a power-up which allows me to shoot 3 different directions. That is a different mechanic that this game employs. So now you can see here in level 3 the enemies are starting to shoot back at me. Anyway, the power-ups is a different mechanic that this game employs, allowing you to build your character and grow it. Now the caveat to this is, there we got another power-up, which is twin shot. So now we have twin shooting 3-way bullets. So yeah, that's the caveat to building the character that way is that when you get hit, you lose those power-ups. It's either that or they may just be on a time frame. I haven't 100% figured it out yet. Actually, looking at the screen now and the little thing next to me, it looks like it may just be on a timer. So I know there are achievements for getting all of those different things active at the same time, so theoretically the faster you take out the levels, the better. Of course, the other big draw to this game is that it's actually a score attack. As I pick up those grapes, you can see I got 2,000 points. So one of the fun things, if you have friends that also play this game, you can actually do leaderboard challenges and see who can get the most points. So yeah, it's like I say, the art style is very cool. The game itself is very intriguing. I love the music. The original soundtrack's actually available to purchase as well. this little, it's not really a chiptunes, but this, again, it's a retro style, just a very cool little soundtrack. So I'm going to kind of focus on what I'm doing in the game here, because as we get into level 5, things are going to start to get, I'm still not going to say difficult, they're going to start to get a little more real, so to speak. The level that we're in now is what's called an assault level. This is one of the special kind of levels that they have. So in this level, rather than the typical monsters that come at you, you get these aliens that basically their only goal in life is to kill you, much like all the others, but you can see they spawn, they shoot at you. It's just a different type of level, and this level is actually very difficult. Again, not necessarily at this juncture of the game, but as you progress further and further into it, it gets more and more difficult. There is an achievement, yeah, my triple shot has officially run out of time. There is an achievement for getting through the assault level, or getting through an assault level without taking any damage. I luckily already have that. I just took a little bit of damage. You can see the message popped up that said multiplier lost, I believe is what it said. So I lost my points multiplier, which is a bad thing about taking damage. But yeah, we'll continue on into level 6. And every 10 levels you fight a boss. So probably after we fight the first boss is where I will cut off this little first look video of Ultratron. I've really enjoyed this game so far. Okay, so there I picked up a defense drone as my power-up. So you can see I've got this drone. He is stationary. Wherever you pick up the power-up is where he stays. And he's fighting alongside me. And he's just getting destroyed by all those robots that are mobbing him, but that's okay. My twin shot has now officially run out of juice, so I'm back to standard shots now. And that's alright. So, take out a couple more enemies here, and I think we're getting to the end of level 6. Okay, so with $1,600, I will buy, I think I'll upgrade my shields. Maybe. Yes. No. I'm going to save up for the next droid power level. Alright, so here we are in level 7. My defense drone probe, whatever he's called, he's still alive and helping me. And a power up. What that is an extra smart bomb. Nope, that's invulnerability. So if I recognize these things on sight, I could actually save them and be a little more strategic with them. But since I haven't played this game very much, I don't have that luxury. So we'll just enjoy the invincibility while we have it, I guess. Okay, the invincibility does not spread over to my drone, who's about to bite it by this little, yeah, there he goes. So you can see the enemies are getting a little tougher, they're shooting a little faster, and we now have the ones that are ringing around the level. Actually, they've been here for a couple of levels here, but yeah, we're starting to have to pay a little bit of attention to them. Periodically, you're going to get a challenge stage like this one. Shoot all spider droids. So this is it's basically a survival bonus mission just to build up points. You won't actually get any money for doing this, but you can die to it, so that's something that you definitely want to avoid. And again, there is a wonderful achievement for getting all of the spider droids, which I did not do there because it's very difficult to talk and play at the same time. I am going to pick up this blaster pet just to show you how that works, and I'll upgrade my shield. So now I have this blaster pet along with me. You might see that little circle that is going out around him. Basically what he'll do is any enemy that gets within that circle, he will take a pot shot at, which is very good. There are actually power-ups that you can extend the length of that circle, as well as causing him to have a little bit better aim and things like that. So we will go to town here on level 9 and see if we can't get a power-up or two before we go into the boss, which would be very useful. Again, the very first boss isn't terribly difficult, but it takes some doing. What are we at? We're at level 8, so we're still 2 levels away from the boss. And the boss is really, I'm looking forward to showing you guys that, because it's just a very, very cool fight, very different from what we've got. Playing on my own, I've taken this game up to about level 42, 43, something like that. Also, the other thing that I forgot to mention is every 10 levels serves as a checkpoint, so you're actually able to save your build and basically save your game and restart at that point. every 10 levels or so, so you don't have to go from the very beginning. What I have found is the first few times I played the game, I didn't really know how to build the characters, so I ended up not liking the character that I built at all, and the fact that I could reroll from level 10 didn't really help me, because I think the first time I powered up I don't even remember, I think I took a bunch of points into Dot Slurper, thinking if I could take the dots from farther away it would be more helpful than actually doing more damage. But as you progress through the game and things do more and more damage, it becomes obvious that the dots are not nearly as effective as just sheer damage output or survivability. So here we are rolling into level 10. In this level we will confront our boss. So there are a few waves of enemies before that happen. I'll pick up these grapes, not because I'm particularly going for a high score, but because I can. I don't know if you've been able to hear over my talking, but there's actually, in addition to the music that's going on during this fight, I have heard the AI, the music, the whatever it is, the soundtrack of some sort say, death to humans or something like that. So it's definitely got some character, it's got some personality to it. So here's our first boss. You can see there's a lot more going on while you fight him. He is, however, easy enough to kill just by kiting him around in circles. And you can see when you're shooting an area where there is nothing to shoot, your bullets just bounce off. So you can use that to help you kind of identify where you need to be shooting the boss if you're not necessarily hitting him on the turrets where he's shooting you. You're not really doing yourself any good. So here I'm running around him and shooting him, and it's not doing me any good. Surely I'm missing. There it is. It's the giant one up top. Okay. And so there is the end of level 10. We've killed the first boss. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this first little look at Ultratron. I'm not going to give it a score. I don't find myself to be an effective reviewer, but I will say, I guess this is going to end up being a little bit of a rating system. This is how I'm going to rate the games that I play during this series. I'm either going to say, number 1, you need to stop everything you're doing and you need to buy this right now. Number 2 would be, hey, if you can pick it up on sale, it's definitely worth a purchase. Number 3 would be, if you really like the shoot 'em up genre, you need to pick this game up. Number 4 would be, yeah, I'd probably stay away. And number 5 would be, buy it as a cool trick, cruel trick for one of your friends. This game, I would say, if you really like the retro art style, if you really like puppy games, if you really like the genre, go ahead and pick this one up. If you can pick it up as a part of a bundle, definitely worth it. I've put a couple hours into it. My child, I have a 6-year-old son who absolutely adores the art style and the explosions and the music. So, all in all, it's a very good game, and I think it's definitely worth a look. It does get progressively harder as you go, and I found it to be a little bit of a challenge. I may actually go back and put some more time into it to see if I can complete the game, or at least kill the 4th boss. If you guys have liked this video, found it useful, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, rate it up. Anybody who might be looking into the game Ultratron, point them this way. They'll at least get a good feel for whether or not they would like to play this game. Thank you for stopping by, and we will talk to you next time. And I will just let the music from the game play you out. Thank you.